Mm. Hello? Mm, 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 mm. The most important thing in your career is your professional network. And the most critical thing in your career is your expertise. Most graduates go to university, graduate, come out of uni, and hoping that their career will kick off, land a highly paid role, earn very well, get married, take care of your family. But when you get to the real world, everything changed completely. You struggle to find a good job, and you end up just picking any role that come your way, hoping that in the future things would change. And part of your plan for trying to get things to change, you start writing certifications, getting advice from everybody, buy courses online that you don't complete, and keep going round and round in circles and wonder why things are not changing. Guys, there is a system, there is framework that top achievers follow. It is obvious, but at the same time, it is not obvious to you. Why? Because they put it in front of you, but they don't want you to understand it. The more you look, the less you see. But in today's masterclass, I would shatter that mirage and help you have a clear framework that if you follow in the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, you would find yourself in a highly paid role. Work remotely, achieve those career, financial, and family goals, and start living your life, start living your dream life. Now, guys, if this sounds like what you are looking for, please confirm that you can hear me clearly by typing 1 in the chat box. Just type the number 1 for me in the chat. If you can hear me clearly, please type 1 in the chat box. So welcome to the Business Analyst and Project Management Career Acceleration Masterclass. Thank you for type 1 for me in the chat. Thank you, Sankaran Onyekachi, Christopher, Philip. Thank you, Suleiman. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you for responding. So I do not want to spend too much time beating about the bush. Most of you don't know me. I'm going to say this. I am David Ageba, and I'm the author of The Formula to Career Success. All right. This is the formula that people like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg used to kickstart their career. I'm going to be sharing that with you guys as well. And for some of you, you would have the privilege of winning the digital copy of this book, The Formula to Career Success. So let's get down to the business of the day. Welcome to the Big Career event. Unlock your career future in tech. Become a project manager, business, or data analyst. A step-by-step guide to unlock your career future, your financial future, and your life future. All right? So let's start with why you are here. And as I illustrated at the beginning, the job market is not fair to you. But why is that the case? There is no straight path from university to corporate world. Now, the university system and the corporate world, there is a massive gap between what the corporate world wants and what the university system delivers. Okay? I would illustrate that for you in a minute. Whilst the university system, the tertiary institutions, are designed for you to become aware. Awareness is all about knowledge. You become aware of a business, you become aware of accounting, of public communication. Okay? The corporate world look for skills and experience. So this is the situation here. You went to university. So we have the university on my right-hand side. Uni. At the end of your university program, you graduate with certificate, 2-1, 2-2, first class, and the likes. But everything in your brain is knowledge, no practical skill. Now, the corporate world is concerned about what you can do. The corporate world, they will hire you for your skills and your experience. And if you do not have the skills and experience, they have a program called graduate scheme program, apprenticeship program, internships. Okay. Now, as you went to university and you are graduating, goal or your thought is that it will be a straight path. You are here. Okay. You thought it would be a straight path from and but there is a gap between these two major institutions. And as I've mentioned earlier, the academic world gives you knowledge. The certificate you get gives you knowledge. The corporate world wants experience. It's experience that will get you into the door. So now, how do you bridge this gap? They have what they call internship programs. Okay? So to bridge this gap, you need to go through an internship. You become an intern. Here, they will teach you practically. They will ignore everything you learn in university. When I was in my final year in uni, our best student was headhunted by KPMG. And every Thursday in our final year, every Thursday, there was an arrangement between the university and the corporate organization. They interned him. He goes there every Thursday to be trained and worked on tasks with industry experts. So immediately after our youth service, he was employed fully. Okay, they bridged the gap, they interned him. Because through internship, you now have the skills and the experience, and you become employable. Okay, so now after internship program, you become red hot. And as we carry on with this masterclass, I will be dropping surveys from time to time. Please let me know if this is your first time of joining this masterclass. So I don't just hold these masterclasses online. Okay, we also do it face to face. But thanks to technology, I can do this online and also in person where the need arises. And the title of this masterclass is what? Career Transformation Masterclass. Some of the highest paid people are people that speak, public speakers, but even in your organization, for you to rise up, you must be someone that communicates well. When you have an idea, you share it with your boss. Okay? They start seeing you as a potential leader. knows how to identify potential customers, okay, analyze them through AI. So that is one of my live events. Um, but you guys are on the online event. You can learn from the comfort of your home. Now, what is the major objective for you joining today's session? Is it to earn above 50K? Is it to work remotely or hybrid? Is it visa sponsorship roles? Is it getting and landing a respectable position, going from your current position, or is it financial stability? Out of these 5 objectives, please let me know which one best resonates with you. Okay? In the next 60 minutes, I will be proving to you that it is not your degree, it is not your professional certificate that gets you hired, but rather it is your skills, your experience, or your professional network. These are the key things you need to be pursuing right now. If you have a first degree, there is no need for a master's degree. Sometimes your master's degree would be working against you. Okay? But if you have it already, it is absolutely fine. But this is the truth. Most corporate organization, if they are hiring you, they are concerned about your first degree more than any other degree. And then the most important thing to them is, can you do the job? Do you have the skills? Have you done the job in the past? Have you used the tools? Have you worked in this industry? That is what is needed. Now, going forward, if you are pursuing anything, it should be all about getting experience, experience, experience. Okay. Now, the fantastic thing about an internship program is this: it gives you both the skills, the experience, and the professional network. So, it is the most potent career strategy you could ever implement. The most potent career strategy you would ever implement, because it gives you everything you need to land a job. All right. So, a quick introduction. My name is David Ageba. I am the founder, CEO, Advanced Careers UK. I am a tech expert. I have been in the tech field since 2011 in the UK. I am a career coach. I have trained more than 100,000 people worldwide, both in person and online. I am a trainer, an instructor. I teach product management, business analysis, project management, software testing, digital marketing. And it doesn't end there. As I've mentioned earlier, I am also the author, The Formula to Career Success. Through me directly, more than 6,000 graduates in the UK, US, Canada, Nigeria have changed their lives, changed their career, landed jobs that transformed them completely. Apart from that, in short, on top of that, currently about 300 of my students currently earn above £100,000 per year. And the most amazing thing is that they land these jobs in record time. I'll come to that. But my life, my career did not start fantastic like most of you. After my master's program in 2010, 2011, I was thinking I could get a professional role. I read, prepared, and wrote the Prince 2 certification exam. I had my first degree, my master's, and professional certificate. I could not land a job. I ended up as a dishwasher and a stadium steward. I started looking for solution. And in the process, I got mentored by an industry expert. Technically, I interned under him because he worked remotely and I go work with him. That was where I got my own breakthrough. Less than 6 months after, I got my first role. I went from earning less than about 11,000 pounds per year, working Mondays to Sundays, working from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. to a software tester, earning 30,000 pounds per year. Within 3 years in the tech industry, I got my first consultant role. I think 350 pounds per day. And then after 3 months, I renegotiated to 495 pounds per day. This was in 2014. I hit my first six-figure annual income. On top of that, being an international student that moved to the UK, I needed visa sponsorship. I got 5 in 5 years. And that was how I achieved my career, my financial, and my personal goals. You can hear from one student that expressed the same experience as myself. This is my own student that I've mentored.
A very nice 4x4. And I'm going on holiday for a month with my kids, all because of you guys. I bought my house 4 months ago, moved in 4 months ago, got a nice, and I'm going on holiday for a month, all in the space of 4 months, whilst being here in this new house.
All right, I'm going to do my first fastest finger. Can the first person to tell me the three major changes that happened in Michelle's life would get the digital copy of my book, The Hidden Formula to Career Success? Fastest fingers on the chat. Okay, Oluwaseun, we are live already. All right. Thank you, Blessing. Fastest fingers. What was the three major changes that happened to Michelle? This was in the space of 6 months. As you respond, please let me know the country you have joined this session from. Oluwaseun, new house, new car, holiday. Fantastic. You can chat me on this number. So chat David on plus 4474 23096 310. Okay, to get the copy of your book, The Formula to Career Success. I'm also going to put that chat, my number on the sticker at the top of this. Oluwaseun Aluko, you are the very first winner today. Congratulations. Please let me know the country you have joined this masterclass from. All right. So here I am in my very first role. And my book, you can find my book on Amazon, The Hidden Formula to Career Success. Now, about advanced careers, what we stand for, we are not just a training institution. Okay, a training institution, they would train you maybe towards a certificate and let you be. Okay, We are a career transformation and transitioning institution. To put it simple, we help our students unlock their career in tech. We help them secure highly paid roles in record time. We do this by implementing our scientific method in training. We call this deep learning. You will master project management in 6 weeks. You would master business analysis in 6 weeks. You would master data, product, software testing in 6 weeks. And you would become a mid-level expert in 3 months. And within 3 to 6 months, you would land your very first role. And if that doesn't happen, we would dedicate a job search specialist to manage you, to ensure that you do the right thing at the right time to land a job. Okay? So since 2018, we've had over 6,000 success stories globally and counting. So, as I've said, this bridge, this gap, we will stand in the gap for you to ensure that you have everything you need to take your career to the next level. Now, this is one of the most beautiful thing about going through Advanced Careers UK Work Experience Program. Look at the companies that have hired our graduates. Barclays Bank, Amazon, BBC, UBA, PwC, NHS, Ministry of Defense, Apple, Chevron, Stanbic IBTC. And I'm going to prove just one briefly, just here, and I'm going to ask you guys another fastest finger.
2 degrees, but no experience to show for it. And the employer, like in UK, like in Nigeria, UK is more or less like Nigeria because the employer want experience, what you can actually do. And that's what I didn't have. And when I finished my studies, I kept looking for a job, but nothing came my way, like I said, and not until last year when I came across Advanced Career UK. It just came up on my feed, my Instagram feed, and I saw it, and I registered, to have a look at what's going on there. And I never looked back. After I finished my course, just a few months after, I had a job, as a business analyst at BBC, one of, the best broadcasts in the world, so it is, what Advanced Career will give you. They'll give you a platform, to build on.
All right, guys. Which of these organizations on my screen did he land a job? Which of these organizations, fastest finger, which of this organization employed him as a business analyst? Okay, Remy Morgan, you are the next winner of the book BBC, one of the best broadcasting organizations in the world. So when you complete our program, this is what happens: career change, financial change, income change, and life transformed. Okay, your life would be transformed 100%, and we have the proof. So these are some of the students that got their first role within the space of 3 to 6 months. I'm not going to play any testimony now. I'm going to do others later on because I want to go into the core of today. So what now? Why switch career to tech? Tech is the only industry that You can take any of your past knowledge, skills, experience, both professional and personal experience. You can use all of that to transition into tech. Now, I am someone that pays close attention to detail. I am a timekeeper. Because of that, it was easy for me to use that my personality to transit into software testing at the start of my career. So there are three core areas we can look at why transition to tech: financial and work-life benefits. Okay, highly paid, there's the potential of earning very well. Remote and flexible working opportunities. You can work from anywhere in the world for companies that are not in your jurisdiction. Job satisfaction and relevance. You cannot be a PM and your role is not important, because you are like the representative of the executive or the project sponsor. You speak directly to those that matter in the organization. As a business analyst, you shape the direction of a new process or new product. So you are that middleman that they cannot do without. So that is how relevant your role would be. Career and industry advantage. You would have a clear career path to progress. You would use your transferable skills from other industries. And I plan to do maybe about 20 content going forward. How you can use your experience as a chef to become a project manager. How you can use your experience as customer service to become a business analyst. How you can use your experience and your skill as support worker to become a business analyst or a project manager. Okay, so most of you, when you are trying to go into tech, you have this fear. I don't have the any tech background. It doesn't matter. You have everything you need to excel in tech. I studied business administration. I did an MBA. Zero relation with tech. But it is not all tech roles that are technical. Last year, about 52% of tech roles were non-technical. And with AI, it is even opening more opportunities to people like you that don't have any tech background to start with. All right? So you have no fear. Ease of switching career. You can secure tech job without tech background. I've mentioned that. Shorter learning curve. Imagine you want to become a financial and investment banker. You want to become a medical doctor that earn over £70,000 per year in the UK. Do you know how long it will take you to get there? Over 7 years. But with tech, it could take you even less than 12 weeks. And then any experience you have in the past can be used. We call that transferable skills. You can transfer that into tech and land senior jobs, and you will still excel in the jobs. Okay, so we'll look at a case study, and I'm probably going to pick something similar from struggling to career and financial transformation. So we have Michelle. We've already seen her. She went from a catalog checker to a senior data analyst with an American firm. She is the one that bought the house, drive a very nice car, and went on holiday for a month, became financially secured. Dominica went from a struggling graduate earning less than 100,000 naira per month in Nigeria to a thriving business analyst in Europe. After our program in Nigeria, she actually attended my masterclass in Abuja. Here she is. Behind me, after this, my session in Abuja, the lady on blue, directly behind me. We go. Advanced Careers UK. All right. She joined the masterclass, took action, and joined our program. Few months after, she got her very first role that pays. She went from any less than 100K to over 50 million naira per year. In Nigeria, her first role was with a UK-based organization. So she worked remotely. And then she had the goal of moving abroad. Now, here she is in my podcast. You'll see the complete transformation. I want to become a business analyst.
I would say, if honestly I'm giving an advice to maybe a junior version of me or a junior sister, I would say, while that is happening, it's important to don't learn in isolation. Find a community.
Look at the change. Look at her when she attended my masterclass. Okay, behind me. Money is good. And one of the main reasons she said she joined was the fact that she can earn very well. Look at that difference. You should let me share my full screen for us to see both. Look at her there. Look at her now. Complete transformation. She now lives in Lithuania and still landed multiple offers as business analyst in a non-speaking European country. Guys, in one word, what would you say about Dominica's transformation? One word. Maybe I'm going to use her. I'm going to run through her case study today. In one word, what would you say about her transformation? Phenomenal. Okay, thank you, Remy. So, Christopher, great. All right, I need to hear more from you guys. One word, what would you say about her transformation? We've done this for hundreds or for thousands of people, not 1,000, not 2,000, not 3,000, over 6,000 globally. So let's learn a little bit more about Dominica. All right. So this is a case study from struggling graduate in Nigeria to a thriving business analyst in Europe. There she is again behind me. So this was my free career transformation masterclass in Abuja in 2021. All right. Obviously see me at the back. So before advanced careers, so Dominica was working on commission-based sales rep, earning less than 100K per month. Financial struggle, never heard about business analysis prior to attending my career masterclass and had no clear career direction. But she had a goal. She wanted to change her life. If any one of you can relate to this, please help me type relate in the chat. Help me type relate in the chat. Help me type relate in the chat. All right. So let's carry on with her transformation. So there she is in the crowd, captured in the video during the session. So what was the roadmap for Dominica's change? So she attended my live masterclass in Abuja. One second. All right. Sorry, I needed to attend to something. So she took note and learned what it takes to become a business analyst. Took action by enrolling for the UK Work Experience Program. Within weeks, became confident business analyst. Within 6 weeks, all right? And then within months, she secured her first business analyst role with a UK-based company. Now, she went from earning less than 750,000 naira per year to over 10 million naira per year in 2022. Now, she has relocated to Europe and now earning in euros. In short, she landed multiple offers. If you go through my case study, my podcast with her, you will see how many roles she landed. Now, this was her feedback during the program, and I would like you guys to just hear what she said and what she hoped for in her future. Let's just hear from her.
My name is Nobemachi Dominica, and I'm currently in Nigeria, Abuja to be precise. And I'm currently ongoing the Advanced Careers UK training, and I'm doing the business analysis course. And I'm super excited. Like, I'm so excited about the future. I'm just 6 weeks in, and everything is beginning to make sense. Prior to now, I've been thinking of building a career, thinking of what to do and all that. But after I met Mr. David in Nigeria and we talked about it, and I came on board with Advanced Careers, learning the business analysis. I can say it's been all amazing. I can tell from now till a year from now, 6 months from now, it's like, no, that my future is beginning to take a better turn. It's beginning to have better direction. Like, I'm super excited. And I'm so excited to be going into tech because that's the field. Tech is the new money. Technology is the new thing. So I'm doing this video and to tell you out there, if you're confused like me and you're thinking of what to do, I think you should come on board. Register, ask about what it takes, because there's this popular saying by Richard Branson that if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, you don't even need to know how to do it. Just say yes and learn how to do it. Right? Prior to now, or if someone will be telling me about business analysis, use cases, how to do all this, I'll be thinking the person is speaking Chinese. But right now, everything is beginning to make sense. I'm excited about the future because I know it's making sense. It's beautiful. So come on board. Advanced Careers UK is the place to be. Just send a DM to find out how. Share the best.
All right. So that was her review during the training. She was just 6 weeks in. So you've seen she attended the masterclass, she signed up, and 6 weeks in, she's already looking at her future because now she knows that there is hope coming her way. We would hear her testimony as well and probably see the podcast. So, complete career and financial transformation from working as commission-based sales rep to business analyst working remotely, from earning less than 100K per year to earning thousands of euros now, from financial struggle to sponsoring her relocation 100% to Europe, from zero business analyst knowledge to even starting mentoring other BAs. So we would hear from our very first success story when she first landed her first role. This is what she said about that.
Hello, my name is Isnobia Marachi Dominica, and I am an alumni. Okay, I was a student of Advanced Careers UK, and I'm here. Ta-da! I got a job. I'm now officially a business analyst, so please address me properly. It's not easy, but I want to thank Advanced Careers UK, the team, Mr. David. Oh, my team, my VCS study group. Oh, man. Oh, I wish you can see this. I love you, I love you, I love you. The team, the teaching you get.
All right. The thing caught midway, but she is now officially a business analyst. And then last year I had that podcast with her. So that's the podcast. That's the transformation.
I want to become a business analyst.
All right. So this is her now. She now mentors others to become a business analyst. She's now certified business analyst. She now works with international organization. She's now doing very well. So she's now the host business analyst cycle, mentoring upcoming BA from Nigeria to Europe, from any less than 100K per month or less than 750,000 naira per year to earning in millions. Okay, so we are in the business of changing life through high income and in-demand tech skill experience and career support. Her story is not unique. Over 5,000 graduates like her. You could be the next. Now, but the first thing, you show up, you learn, and you take action. Now, for those of you that are here, you have showed up, you found us, you've showed up, you are learning now. The most critical thing today is to take action. If you do that, then you could be our next success story. If you want to become our next success story, please help me type next for me in the chat. Okay? Type next for me in the chart. So I'll be going to walk you guys through why your career is stagnating and a system that would get you there. Okay, Schumann went from 15 years in hospitality to a senior project manager within 4 months with HMRC. Okay, some of the big public institutions in UK. So where do you fit? Non-coding tech role and their salaries. Data analyst, you could earn between 45 to over 80,000 pounds per year. Business analyst between 45 to over 85,000 pounds per year. And your role is to bridge the gap between IT and business problem by gathering requirements, optimizing processes, and driving change. Zero coding is required. Project manager, you plan and coordinate and deliver IT projects. Now, if you have ever led anything in your life, you led a religious event, okay? If you have ever traveled from one city to another city, those are all project management skills and expertise that you are applying. Okay, the key thing about project management is leading a team. If you have ever led any team before or even lead yourself, you fit perfectly for project management. And then software testing, paying attention to detail, PMN between 50,000 to over 90,000 pounds per year in the UK, and software tester in between 40 to over 75,000 pounds per year. Okay, so where do you fit? So we're going to look at where you fit, whether PM or BA or PMO analyst. So who is a business analyst? Today we are using BA and project management as the vehicle for your change. Okay. The business analyst is a skilled and experienced professional who plays the critical role in bridging the gap between business need and technology solution. I would give you guys an illustration now. So let's say, in short, this illustration I'm giving you guys is based on my business analyst expertise. Okay, you would learn to explain things better to technical and non-technical stakeholders by process modeling, by gap analysis, by creating context diagram. Can you guys please type context diagram for me in the chat? This is a context diagram, and I'm going to give you another context diagram explaining business analysis so well that you will definitely understand it at a go. Context diagram. So let's create one. So let's say this is a business. Business will always have business problem. Business, they have problems or they have opportunities for. Now, a typical business would have executives. They will have staffs. I put this S. They would have customers. I'll call them C. They would have suppliers. Suppliers, FP. And they would definitely operate under regulation, R. Every of these group of people, we call them stakeholders. They are all stakeholders. Okay? Now, let's say this business is Tesco. They want to implement an AI solution to help manage their catalog. Okay? This is what we call the IT solution. Who deliver the IT solution? We call this group of people the tech team. Okay? BA is a tech role, but you don't fall under the tech team. You fall under the business or product team. Okay? So this is the tech team. They also form part of the stakeholder. Now, their role is that we have the developer, the UI UX designer, the tester, the solution architect, all helping to create this solution. They are the one that will help to deliver this solution to the business. But they don't communicate directly with the business. It will be too chaotic. That is where the business analyst is hired. Business analyst. Now, you are the bridge between the business problem and the tech solution. So how do you bridge this gap? The business analyst would speak to the project sponsor or the executive, speak to the staff, the customers, probably the regulators, and the suppliers to understand what this will do for them. For the regulators to ensure that this solution would fall under the regulation. And then they will create a document called requirement document with other documents, but the most important document the business analyst creates is the requirement document. Please help me type requirement in the chat. The requirement document captures everything that this solution would do. It describes what this IT solution would do. So the tech team would read this document. All of them would read the document to understand what they need to do and then create the solution. And if they are unclear about what the requirements specify, they would speak to the business analyst for understanding. Okay? So this is our business analyst. And that is the role the business analyst play. If you work in customer service, if you work in any client-facing role, you have applied the skills of business analyst. Now, if this is clear, please help me type clear in the chat. All right, type clear for me in the chat. Type clear for me in the chat. It is clear to you. So the responsibility of the business analyst is to gather requirement, business case, competitive analysis, and the likes. So roles that are suitable for business analyst. If you are an engineer, a doctor or a nurse, accountant, scientist, lecturer, admin worker, care and support worker, logistic, business development manager, operation manager, property manager, you can fit into BA by leveraging your transferable skills. Skills like analytical thinking, process development, and documentation, data and interpretation, stakeholder engagement, report and case writing for care workers. You guys do report and case writing, process improvement, technical curiosity, and critical thinking. All right. So that is the skill set that you can leverage on to become a business analyst. These are skills you already have. All right. So let's look at a project manager. So a project manager is responsible for the day-to-day management of a project and must be competent in the 6 aspects of project: scope management, schedules, finance, risk, quality, and resources. All right. Let's add our project manager in this illustration. So in this part, the project manager stands apart here. The PM. Now, unlike the business analyst, the project manager only engages with the project sponsor or the executive. He doesn't engage with the staff, customers, suppliers, regulators, no. And create project plans. There are different type of plan they create. Please type plan for me in the chat. So they plan the budget, they plan the timeline, they plan the scope. All right. Now, the business analyst would report to the project manager, and all of the other team report to the project manager on a daily basis, reporting on their progress and any issues or risk they face that might affect the delivery of the solution on time, within budget, and within the scope of the project. The PM is like your team captain in a football team. They report to the coach. The coach would pass the information, the instruction to the team captain. So as a project manager, you are the team captain to the business analyst and the tech team. You lead them to deliver the software. You help them to overcome any risk or any issue, and you report to the coach or the project sponsor. If that is clear, please type clear. So leadership is your core skill that you need to excel as a project manager. Which role is suitable for PM? Medical doctor, teacher, sales manager, delivery manager, retail worker, care and support worker, social worker, chefs, security officer, engineers, operation manager, event planners. You are applying project management throughout your role. Okay. So the skill set you already have that you can transfer into project management: leadership, communication, planning and organization, risk and problem solving, budget awareness, team coordination, client management, and time management. Out of these 8 skills, how many do you think you already have? Just type it for me in the chat. How many out of these 8 skills do you think you already have? Please type it for me in the chat. Now, based on this brief explanation, which of these roles do you think best suits you? And then let's walk you guys through the next phase of today's session, how you can get there. Let me know in the survey that I have just dropped now.
Hi, my name is Suman Buragohai, and in the past, I have 10 years plus experience in the hospitality section. I moved my career and advanced career. I came across advanced career. I enrolled myself into advanced careers platform because I wanted to learn things in practical aspect. And then when I moved things from my university graduation to the advanced career, I came into the real picture of real life into projects. And right now, I work as a higher officer in the civil service in HMRC as a project manager. I think, to be honest, what I have learned from advanced career, I can use those things in my practical daily work task with HMRC.
All right. So Schumann spent 15 years in hospitality. He wanted to become a project manager and went to university. Okay. He went to university to study project management. Guess what happened? No skill, no experience. He came out with distinction, but still could not bag a project management role. Why? Because he lacked what is required. He was thinking that getting an MSc in project management would open doors. And that brings me to the next phase of today's session. The problem most graduates face, okay, in terms of launching their career, there's a massive gap between academics and corporate world. I have established that already. That you may know about, okay? You may not know about, but you must bridge that gap. And that gap is skills and experience gap. That gap must be bridged. Okay? You must bridge that gap. Guys, please let me type bridge the gap for me in the chat. Bridge the gap in the chat. Bridge the gap in the chat for me. And I'm going to be telling you something. Career. Launching your career is a system. There's a system that you must follow. Okay? There's a system that must be followed. Now, this is where you get it wrong. You apply low result strategies. You buy self-paced courses. You do self-study on YouTube. You write professional exams without gaining practical experience. You go back to university to get a master, whereas you are not in a highly paid role that master would add value to. Okay, these are low result strategy. These are low result strategies. When you do self-learning, it is unstructured. You learn on your own. And you are watching videos from different people teaching you different things and getting you confused. If you then buy self-paced online course, okay, it is structured, it is better than watching different videos on YouTube. However, you can't ask questions. There is no project to work on. There is no team to lead. It will be helpful. You can get some skill set from there, but you would not still gain the experience. Certification, anyone can write it and pass it. Okay? Master's degree, it is theory, most cases. These days, people are doing masters in research. Masters in research. Companies are looking for someone that they can employ that can do the job. Okay? So these are low result strategies. And guess what? These are some of the quotes from our students. Michelle, she bought an online course, she paid £1,000, but she never touched it because it is self-learning. It does not push her to study or reading. And she said she keeps telling herself she would study, but she never did. Okay? So these are low result strategy. What you need is a high result strategy. Now, let me say this to you. Changing career is a system, okay? A framework. And it is a 4-step system that you must go through if you want to successfully change your career. Changing career is a system, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys that system. I call it career acceleration system or framework. Let's look at the system. Changing career is a system. Please, guys, help me type system in the chat. Changing career is a system. So this is the career acceleration system. We have 4 phases. 4 phases. Phase 1 is discovery. Phase 2 is transformation. Phase 3 is transition. And phase 4 is acceleration. Okay? You want to become a project manager, you want to become a business analyst, you want to become a data analyst, you go through these 4 phases and you know what to do per time. All right? So let's look at the 4 phase. Discovery. This is where you gain clarity. Guess what? I and my team would be with you throughout these 4 phases. So you decide on your project management, business analysis, data analysis part. You research the role. You map your transferable skill. Phase 2 is transformation. Okay? You get trained. You become an expert. And if you are joining advanced careers, it will take us 14 weeks. You work on live project, you gain the experience, and you build your portfolio of your expertise. Phase 3 is transition. Secure the role. You rewrite your CV. You optimize your LinkedIn. You apply for jobs strategically. You ace every interview. Let them not give you the job because of something else, but you will learn how to ace your interview 90% of the time. This could take you 3 months to achieve or less. And then phase 4 is accelerate. You become a top earner. Please, guys, take a screenshot of this. This is the solution. This is the structure. This is the framework that you need. Stop buying courses. Stop following friends that are telling you this is the best job to go for. You need a system. And this system is also used by big corporate organizations like KPMG, which they used to headhunt my coursemate during my first degree at Ahmadu Bello University. Okay, so let's look at each system and what steps you need to take. Discovery. You decide you need a career change. If you are here, you have made that decision. You research the role deeply. Okay, study real job specs, salary band, and what actually it takes to become a project manager, a business analyst, and the likes. Then you map your transferable skill from where you are coming from, and then you gain clarity. With us, this masterclass you have attended is for the discovery stage. If you want further clarity, you speak with a career specialist, and then you gain full clarity to move forward. Okay, that step done. Transformation. You acquire knowledge, you develop skills, you gain practical work experience, you build your portfolio. Please be taking screenshot of these things because these steps are so important. It gives you a clear step-by-step framework to get your career up and running. Okay? So this is where you become an expert. And through Advanced Careers UK, it will take us between 14 weeks to build this expertise, and your portfolio of projects goes onto your LinkedIn profile. Phase 3 is transition. Rewrite your CV, tailored 100% for the role. Optimize your LinkedIn profile. Get practical professional certification, okay, depending on the role. And then you apply and master interview. You apply for jobs strategically. You research the most common interview questions. You practice them by vocalizing your interview response and master each of those core questions that is being asked. And at this stage, you land a job that pays between 45 to over 65,000 pounds per year. And we don't stop there. You then move to the acceleration. You grow your career to become a top earner, earning over 70,000 to over 100K per year. You master your career. You build professional brand on your LinkedIn, on social media, on YouTube. You develop a career growth strategy by researching those jobs that pay over 100K. And then you strategically execute your plan. Assess it and replan. We are there with you as well. So these are the 4 steps. Not YouTube, not certificate, not masters. Those are all low result strategy. Now, if you feel this, if you apply this process, I personally will guarantee you would land a job in record time. That is the solution that you have been looking for. All right. This stage, I want to play something a video I edited, and you would see where students came in to speak into the video as well.
Get 5 masters.
But no experience to
If you like, get 5.
1 second.
If you like, get 5 masters.
I had 2 degrees, but no experience to show for it. And the employer wants experience, what you can actually do. And that's what I didn't have.
Get all the professional qualifications.
You can do a lot of certifications, but nothing compares to the experience. Now, I have quite a number of certifications, but It is nothing compared to you being able to do what Advanced Career will teach you.
Buy all the online courses.
If I'm doing online courses, they're going to teach you definition. Even if you go to YouTube today, say you want to learn this thing, it's definition. I've gone to YouTube business analyst. There's no project you can use as an example during interview.
At the end of the day, it is one thing that gets you hired: work experience. And that is what all of this strategy can never give you.
Market is competitive. They are not going to ask you what you learned in school or what you learned on certificate. They're going to ask you what experience do you have, what skill do you have.
Except you do a practical work experience program where you work on real projects trained by industry experts, solve real business problems, develop the skills and the expertise to work with a team. That is what gets you hired.
And want to do. He said you would work on projects, live projects. So that's how I knew that, okay, this is it, regardless of the money.
You want to find out how to secure your next highly paid tech role as a business analyst, project manager, data analyst, then join.
Just a few months after I finished my course, I had a job, as a business analyst at BBC, one of, the best broadcasts in the world, so it is, what Advanced Career will give you. They will give you a platform, to build on.
All right. So look at when the next project management and business analysis work experience program is starting. All right. So we're going to touch on now how to become part of this program. Guys, I have done the majority of things today, and I'm hoping that you guys now have clarity about what next step you would be taking to move your career forward. If you now have clarity, okay, which is the first thing on the discovery stage, please type clarity. If you now know why you are not hitting your career goal, but based on what you've learned today, you have clarity, please help me type clarity in the chat. So the solution is internship, graduate traineeship, management trainee, executive trainee, practical work experience programs. Now, any program that involves you working on live project directly with what the business is doing, it's under the umbrella of practical work experience. So under it, it can be internship, it can be graduate trainee, it can be graduate scheme programs. All of that is being geared towards you gaining experience. Okay, so our solution is not another degree, not another professional certificate, not another YouTube video, not another online course that you buy, but an internship and practical work experience program that bridges the gap between your knowledge and what is required from the industry. So our UK practical work experience program, this is where you have hands-on training with live project managed by a registered UK company and Nigeria company organizations. Okay, the work experience is managed by another organization. The training is managed by Advanced Careers. And based on those three frameworks, transform, transition, and accelerate, that is what you're getting from us. The discovery stage, we have already looked at that. All right. So the first pillar now is the transformation. Okay. This is where you would be trained and you would work on live projects as a project manager, a business analyst, and the likes. The objective here is for you to become skilled and experienced, okay? Ready to become employable and job ready. The second pillar is transition. To land a job, guys, your CV, LinkedIn, job search strategically, interview preparation, salary negotiation, job reference. It is not one step, it is multiple steps. We go through all of that with you. And then to accelerate, after you land a job, you secure a job that pays over 70K per year. Now, guys, what is the result of this training? You secure a job that pays up to 6 figures. Okay? You secure a job that comes with visa sponsorship, whether within the UK or outside, or even abroad. You work fully remote from home, anywhere in the world, or hybrid. Okay? And then your life and your career and your finance changes completely. And no other person best describe this than Bosun. Bosun described this so perfectly well, okay? All right. We'll carry on with that later on. So how it works, I've already explained it. Phase 1, you go through the 6 weeks training. Under the transformation phase, under the transformation, you go through 6 weeks training. This will be instructor-led training. You have access to a learning platform for 1 year. You would learn how to work with the tools of the role and also learn how to complete core tasks within the role. You would collaborate with your course mate, and then you will be mentored by an industry expert. Okay? Under the transformation phase. We call this the 636 framework. Then you complete the 3-month UK hands-on work experience managed by a third-party company. You work as an intern, deliver live project, work with cross-functional team. This exact illustration, this is the environment you would work in. Okay? Deliver project from start to finish, use industry tools, mentored by industry expert, get certified. You become a tech professional. And then the third phase in the 636 framework, one-on-one CV writing, LinkedIn optimization, job search, interview preparation, job reference, and you bag a globally acceptable certificate. You land highly paid tech role within 6 months. Normally within 3 to 6 months. That is the goal we set here. Okay? So the 6 weeks training involves 5 interactions with our team every week. The training, the work experience, the training on Tuesday, pre-recorded classes, project workshop on Saturdays, 3 hours, student collaboration, mentor meetups, and also you are required to do your personal study. This put together 16 hours of training every week. That is what is going to take you. Then the practical experience, you would work with cross-functional team to deliver a project. That experience is added to your CV. You deliver IT project, mobile app project, AI project, and also data-related project, depending on the role you are looking at. And then the lifetime job search support, whereby the project you complete, you build a portfolio around that. Okay? And that gets you to the next level, whereby you have one-on-one mentoring session, one-on-one CV writing, one-on-one interview. Okay, you have one-on-one interview preparation, and then job reference when you secure the job. All of that put together, you become skilled, experienced, and certified professional. Okay, you would also have the bonus of being part of our alumni group. So I'm going to demo two things for you briefly. For those of you that signed up today, you would have access to our learning platform. I'm going to log in as an admin. You can start learning today and then join your cohort that is starting in 3 days' time. This is BA Week 1. All of this content in the portal, you will still attend the classes live. Okay? You have access to your course materials. You can download them. You can view them online as well. You have amazing CV templates. This is one of the templates. You can, from week 2, you can start even putting your CV together and then start applying for job immediately while you are still doing the training. That is why our student land job on time. You would also be part of the alumni group. Okay, so these are some success stories. This person got a business analyst role in Canada last week. This is another success story, PM role. Okay, and as we share the success story, the student, you see, congratulations. And I host events. So this is in 2 days' time, I'll be hosting this event, how to prepare effectively for job interview, a practical step-by-step guide. Okay, this is exclusive to alumni. You will benefit from all of this session as well. There's so much benefit to get from this program, but most importantly, this is the step that we can guarantee would help you land a highly paid tech role in the next 3, 6, or 9 months. All right? So there's so much benefit, I can't even add to that. Applying for jobs strategically, we also have the Apply Pilot AI. This is our in-house AI tool that can help you apply for jobs strategically by optimizing your CV as well, tailoring your CV for each role. Okay? So that is it. Now, I want to know who among you would like to become our next success story. If you want to become our next success story, please type success for me in the chat. Then I will share with you guys the 3 investments that would guarantee you will become our next success story. Type success for me in the chat.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Olasibo Solawonyi. I'm one of the many success stories that came through Advanced Careers. I did software testing, training with Advanced Careers. But what stood out for me was the post-training mentorship. Honestly, you need someone who is both knowledgeable and available to train you on what the industry requires, what the recruiters require, and then what you're going to be doing. And that's what stood out for me. I was on a 26K per annum job, but today I work 2 remote jobs, earning in 6 figures, and I've done great and tremendous things for myself. Apart from the financial value, the social value of being able to self-actualize is one of the benefits that cannot even be quantified in monetary terms. Today, I will recommend Advanced Careers for you, largely because of the post-training mentorship, because you need that you need someone who knows the way to tell you the shortest route to get into where you want to get to. And honestly, David's level of experience and results speak for itself, and I'm a testament to that, because on that 6 months things changed tremendously for me. I got my first house, and I've been able to really self-actualize. I recommend Advanced Careers to you today. Thank you.
All right. My last fastest finger. What did he say changed for him? And under 1 year, what did he buy? What did he buy? Okay. So that will bring me to what differentiates high achievers and low achievers. Okay. Investment is the key thing that differentiates high achievers and low achievers. So the fastest fingers, what did he buy? What did Bosun buy? Unfortunately, I'm using the phone. Okay, he bought a house. Suleiman Ajadi. All right, fantastic. You know, you have to earn well to buy a house. So you win the book, you chat me on there. So before we move on, this is the part whereby you fail. If you don't take action, you fail. So one of the key things is that the ability to take action even in doubt. That is one characteristic of high achievers. And that action involves three investment. Okay. So high achievers take action, and that action involves three investments. Time. They are willing to have invested time to spend with me today. They invest finance. They know that they need to be with the right people, and those right people would spend time to help them grow. And they invest effort. Okay? They put in the work, not just time, but they put in the work. But most importantly, they are action takers. Now, are you willing to invest these three things? That is the only way you can buy a house as well. You can go on holiday, you can drive that car, and you can become financially secured. All right? Now, to you. If you follow this process, you take action, you complete the training, you get your CV ready on time, you start your job application on time, you will land a job in the next 3, 6, or 9 months. And if nothing happens in the next 9 months, you will be dedicated with a career job search specialist that would help you look at what you are doing wrongly, look at where you lack, and help you improve in that space. Is it you are applying for low jobs? Is it that your interview skill is not up to the scratch? Okay. Is it that your CV is not right? Is it that your brand is poor? We'll look at that and then help you to get to that next level. But you must be willing to invest those three things. Okay. So the entire value of this program is over, trust me, it's over £10,000 if I want to be frank with you. But the fee is £2,300. Okay. But my team has asked me to extend our discount. So I'm just going to go straight. I don't want to beat about the bush. For 6 weeks training, 3-month experience, one-on-one CV, one-on-one interview, one-on-one LinkedIn optimization, job reference, access to our learning platform, okay, monthly ACUK alumni training, downloadable course materials, unlimited interview preparation on the group. All of this put together, you are investing just £549 one-off payment or £599 2 or 3 installments, or flexi pay of £100 monthly for 8 months. Okay, so if this is a great offer based on everything you are getting, please type great for me in the chat and I will share with you guys how to register. Okay, so this offer is going to guarantee you land a job that pays over 50K, work remotely, visa sponsorship job, and financial stability. You can't get anything better than this. And you will hear from a student very soon. So 5 steps to make payment, to register. You make your payment, you send a screenshot of your payment confirmation, and then to this WhatsApp number, which is my WhatsApp number, you start your job, you kick off your enrollment process, and you start your program. I will share when the next cohort is starting. Basically, the PMBA is starting on the 7th. The data has already started this week. You can also be part of it. Okay. All right. So please take a screenshot of the payment detail. And then once you finish taking a screenshot, type screenshot in the chat for me. I would then share with you the installment plan. Take a screenshot. I will share with you guys the installment plan. For those of you on IG, please send us a DM on IG. Okay, send us a DM on IG, and we would. One of my team would respond to you immediately. For those of you on YouTube, just drop a comment or take a screenshot of this page and the phone number and send us a WhatsApp message. All right. Let me break down the installment plan. So if you are doing 2 or 3 installments, it's £599. You can pay twice. £300 first payment and $299 second payment after 1 month. Or you can pay three times. Right? 149, or you pay 200 today, 200 in 1 time, £199. And this is where we would know those of you that would succeed or not. Okay? If you are based in Nigeria, please type Nigeria for me in the chat. We have the Nigeria work experience as well. Type Nigeria for me in the chat. We have the Nigeria work experience. Okay? But taking action, investing in yourself, 3 investment, that is what differentiates every other person that succeed and those that will not succeed. Okay? It is better you are prepared for success than standing by the sideline. We will do everything for. Are you ready to put in the effort for you to succeed? All right. So, how to make payment? How to make payment? I'm going to walk you guys through that now. So we have the offer button here for the one-off payment. You click sign up. It will bring you to this payment page. Okay. And then you pay with your credit or debit card. You have 2 options to make payment. Sharon, please come. Then, or if you want to pay installment, you go through the chat. Okay. You click on the installment link, and then you can make payment via credit or debit card. Alternatively, you can also pay via bank transfer, which I had already shared the bank details with you. Now, this is the time for question and answer. But what happens after you make payment? What next after payment? You would complete your registration. You will be granted access to our learning platform immediately. You would be added to the alumni group, your class WhatsApp group, and you will get the training brochure. Okay? And then you can start learning immediately and join your next cohort. The July cohort is starting in few days' time. So PMBA start on the 7th of the month. Data analysis has already started 1 week early this week. You can still join the data analysis program that has already started. We are just in the first week. Okay. So that is what is involved. Okay. The training schedule for the class, I explained that earlier. Let me see if I can share. Let me see if I can share that with you guys. So we have 5 activities every week. I don't know if I can get there. It's too far behind. So you can also chat me on that WhatsApp number, but we have classes on Tuesday, 8 to 9:30 p.m. Let me see. So we have the fixed class and the non-fixed. non-fixed. Okay? So Tuesdays for the first 6 weeks, Tuesdays 8 to 9:30 p.m. will be the theory class. You have a pre-recorded class that you watch during the week, and then on Saturday is from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. One fixed session would be collaboration for 5 hours every week. Session for 2 hours every week. So these are the schedule for the program. All of the classes are recorded and available for within 24 hours. So you can always catch up with any class that you miss. Okay? I hope that answers your question, Remy. All right. For those of you that are based in Nigeria, we have the Nigeria Experience 500K 2 installment and 450,000 naira one-off payment. This is for Nigeria Work Experience. Your project will be managed by a company, a registered organization based in Nigeria. All right. So that is that. Now I am open for question, and then we are ending this session in the next 5 minutes. So drop your question for me in the chat now. This is a fantastic offer for landing a job that would pay you extremely well, work remotely, work with big organizations that you can only dream to work with. And here's why this offer is great based from one student. So I'm open to questions. You can make your payment via card or bank transfer. We have just 5 slots for the next cohort left, and this offer would end today. This offer is for today and today only. Okay? So we have about 5 minutes to end this session. And we would hear from one student, and I'll do the final roundup, and then we end the session for today. If you haven't taken a screenshot of the payment detail, please take a screenshot of the payment detail.
And they were asking me questions. I was answering. The job was already there that they want somebody that has certain number of experience, and I put in. And when they saw my CV, they saw the things I could do. Another thing I think, as you mentioned, each of my presentations during your internship, each of my presentation, I was getting them prepared. I was packaging them well and updating them on my LinkedIn profile as a job that I've done and the things that I could do.
Because you've done it.
Yeah, because I've done it. Yes.
Yeah. Were we bringing data from investment?
There's nothing more really. So even the other masters, if I'm doing any program today, is to have prestige. That is, it's not.
So the people that ask to do PhD, just to add, maybe you want to add doctor to your name.
Just the title.
And
I look at the money really. The money, does it worth it? I mean, just to get somebody to be calling you doctor. Maybe if I have the money, that's fine. But to be honest, I don't think I'm ready to sacrifice 4 years of reading something and paying money when I'm supposed to do more training and
make more money, just as you are doing presently. I'm being ahead of the curve.
Ahead of the curve,
yes. So the juicy part, I don't need you to tell me directly. I'm just going to ask you range, okay?
Yes, sir.
In terms of salary and probably the organization, which industry. If you don't want to talk about the name directly, that's fine as well. Okay. So this role, does it pay between 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60? Which range does it fall?
40 to 50.
Okay. And when you came to the UK, you obviously worked before you got into data analysis, isn't it?
Yes.
What is the salary increase? Was it an additional 10,000, additional 20,000?
Additional 25, let me say.
Additional 25,000.
Yes.
Awesome. So it is really a massive investment.
It was a big jump. It was a big lift. It was, in fact, it was a big lift for the amount I paid for advanced career. To be honest, it was a big jump. It was.
So somebody is contemplating, Mr. David, this £1,000 for this program, this £500 for this program is too much. What would you say to the person based on this experience?
To be honest with you, it's just that I think Mr. David, because you are from Nigeria, you are trying to be considerate, and I think the service you are rendering. Because to be honest, if you charge £4,000, £5,000 for this program, it's worth it. I mean, £4,000 that you invest for a lifetime. I mean, I said I've worked there now for over a year, and I have a jump of over 20 because of the way I prepare myself, because of the input I put in. That was why it wasn't an entry-level job. So I believe everybody can do that. Just be prepared, be ready, be passionate, really. Another thing that I think I need to mention, as I'm being taught in class as well, I go back online, go and find YouTube courses and YouTube training.
Correct?
Computer science, yes.
Computer science. Okay. All right, guys. You have heard it all. You have seen it. The thing that will differentiate you from succeeding this year, 2026, is not acting like those high achievers. Number one, taking action. Number two, be willing to invest. Even if you've invested elsewhere before and it didn't work for you, you invest again and you will see your career, your finance, and your life transformed. This offer ends today. Okay, we are starting in less than 3 days' time for project management and business analysis. You heard him. Even if we charge 4,000, it's worth it, because if you invest 4,000, you have a jump of over £25,000 per year, and he has worked there over 2 years. It is continually going to be returning yearly for you. So focus on the end goal, and except you want to still stay in a role that you are frustrated about, you need to go through a system. You need coaches, you need mentors, you need people that will guide you to success. And Advanced Careers UK has built that platform for you. Please, guys, rate today's session. If you have any further question, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp +4474 230 96310. Okay, this is the bank detail, and this is the offer for the program that covers the training, the work experience, the support for your CV, LinkedIn, job reference, interview preparation, and the like. The bespoke career plan that will guarantee you success. All right, guys. Please rate today's session. If it is extremely helpful, 5-star. If it was very helpful, 4-star. If it was just helpful, 3-star. If it was not helpful, 2-star. If I have wasted your time, 1-star. I will be available to take your chat, a call with you in the next 45 minutes. All right? Thank you, guys, and I'll see you in your success. Any other question, please drop a chat with us.
Okay, hi everyone, good evening. My name is Shewa. So for me, my background was coming from both as a programmer and as a technical support advisor. But I figured out, then I did my master's in business intelligence, which has to do with Tableau and Python and all of that stuff. But I figured out I wasn't interested in coding and dealing with data. Like, I just didn't have interest in it while I was doing my program. So I just came across the advanced careers on Instagram. It was so weird. I think it's because I was looking at people's page as business analyst on Instagram. Success stories that, you know, David was showing us on the group chat, and these people were showing the proof. So, you know, eventually I joined and I started the project, and, you know, they will teach you from scratch. And the main difference between this and an online certificate is, because I also considered an online certification when I was saying, this one is too much and blah, blah. But with this is you work on the project. Even during the training, you are actively working on the project. You are actively the ones doing it. Like, your trainer will just teach you. The market is quite competitive, and I knew that I didn't have the skill as a business analyst to just go and just start applying for jobs. And these people will give you a laugh, as in, if you don't have the skills.
I wanted to improve my career in terms of my...
All right, guys, on YouTube, thank you for joining today's masterclass. Watch it all over again. If you have any need for any support, you need clarity, please send us a WhatsApp. Chat plus 4474 2309 6310. A career specialist will respond and guide you. Okay? Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.